LeBron James opens up about NBA free agency, future legacy, and life after the Lakers during Fanatics FanFest appearance. Few moments during the NBA offseason generate as much anticipation as hearing LeBron James speak about his future. Every public appearance by the four-time NBA champion becomes a major event, with fans and analysts eager to uncover any clue about where one of basketball's greatest players will continue his legendary career. That anticipation reached another level on Thursday during a live edition of Mind the Game, the popular basketball show hosted by LeBron James and Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Haliburton, at Fanatics FanFest. Many expected James to reveal a hint about his next NBA destination or perhaps even narrow the growing list of rumored teams pursuing him. Instead, the 23-year NBA veteran delivered something far more meaningful. Rather than focusing on contracts or potential destinations, LeBron opened up about the emotional weight of free agency, his family's role in the decision, and the legacy he hopes to leave wherever he plays next. The conversation offered perhaps the clearest picture yet of how James is approaching what could be the final chapter of one of the greatest careers in sports history. A young fan asked the question everyone wanted answered. One of the most memorable moments of the event came from an unexpected source. An 11-year-old fan named Elon from New York was given the opportunity to ask LeBron a question during the live show. Instead of simply asking where James planned to sign, the young fan posed a thoughtful three-part question that immediately caught the NBA superstar's attention. How do you feel about being in free agency? What do you want to do on your next team? How do you want to develop it as a better team? The maturity of the question visibly impressed James. Rather than answering from his chair, LeBron stood up, walked toward the front of the stage, and sat on its edge to speak directly with the young fan. The gesture immediately created one of the most personal moments of the event. Free agency is bigger than basketball. James began his response by acknowledging that the decision ahead is far more significant than simply choosing another basketball team. He explained that this marks only the third time in his NBA career that he has entered unrestricted free agency. Each previous decision permanently changed the direction of both his career and the league itself. His move from Cleveland to Miami in 2010 reshaped the NBA. His return to Cleveland in 2014 resulted in one of basketball's greatest championship stories. His decision to join the Los Angeles Lakers in 2018 eventually produced another NBA title. Now, another career-defining decision awaits. Obviously, it's a big decision, James explained. He emphasized that the choice affects more than his basketball future. It is a big decision for not only myself but for my family as well. For someone who has consistently placed enormous importance on family throughout his career, that consideration remains central to every major life decision. Unlike younger free agents focused primarily on maximizing contracts or championships, James now balances basketball ambitions with family stability and long-term priorities. Thinking about the final chapter. LeBron also acknowledged something that many fans have struggled to accept. His NBA career is entering its final stage. For the first time publicly, James openly discussed the possibility that only 1 or 2 seasons may remain. Speaking candidly, he reflected on where he hopes to spend the final years of his legendary journey. And just for the last part of my career, James said, where I want to spend the last few years, or the last year, or the last 2 years of my NBA career. Those words served as a reminder that basketball is preparing to say goodbye to one of its greatest ambassadors. While LeBron avoided placing an exact timeline on retirement, his comments suggested he fully understands that the finish line is approaching. Every decision now carries even greater significance. Wherever I go, I will make my staple. Although James refused to reveal which team currently leads the race for his signature, he made one thing absolutely clear. No matter where he signs, he intends to leave a lasting legacy. Wherever I go, he told Elon, I will make my staple. That simple statement perfectly summarizes LeBron's mindset. Throughout his career, James has transformed every franchise he has joined. He elevated the Cleveland Cavaliers from a rebuilding organization into NBA champions. He helped establish the Miami Heat as one of basketball's modern dynasties. He restored championship relevance to the Los Angeles Lakers by leading the franchise to its 2020 NBA title. James believes he can still provide that same impact. Even as he enters the twilight of his playing career, he remains confident in his ability to influence winning. Leadership remains his greatest strength. LeBron spent much of his answer discussing leadership rather than statistics. He explained that his value extends far beyond scoring points or recording triple-doubles. "I'm a natural-born leader," James said. He added that his goal is always to integrate himself into whatever organization he joins while sharing everything he has learned throughout more than 2 decades in professional basketball. "I'm going to try to fit into whatever team I'm going into, but also give them all the tools and give them all the knowledge that I've been able to grasp over the last 23 years. That experience represents one of James' greatest assets. Few athletes in any sport have maintained elite performance across multiple generations of players. Since entering the NBA in 2003, James has competed against legends from several different eras while continuing to evolve alongside younger stars. His basketball IQ has become just as valuable as his physical abilities. More than 2 decades of basketball knowledge." LeBron emphasized that understanding the game has become one of his defining strengths. "I know the game," he explained. "I know the ins and outs about the game of basketball." After more than 2 decades competing at the highest level, James has accumulated an unmatched understanding of strategy, leadership, preparation, and winning. That knowledge allows him to mentor younger teammates while still performing as one of the league's most productive players. Whether joining a championship contender or helping elevate an emerging roster, James believes his experience can immediately benefit any organization. Before ending his answer, he thanked the young fan for the thoughtful question. "And wherever I land," James said with a smile, "I hope that you support me and I can continue to inspire you." It was a heartfelt conclusion that reflected the connection he continues to share with basketball fans across generations. LeBron laughs off the endless rumors. Naturally, the conversation eventually shifted toward the endless speculation surrounding his future. Over the past several weeks, nearly every major NBA contender has been linked to James. Rather than confirming or denying any rumors, LeBron chose humor. "I heard Warriors. Philly. Miami." Then, smiling, he added one unexpected joke. "Someone said I'm coming to the Yankees." The audience erupted with laughter. James finished the moment simply by saying, "We'll see what happens." The light-hearted response revealed nothing about his plans but confirmed one thing. He is fully aware of the nonstop rumors dominating headlines throughout the offseason. A heartfelt goodbye to the Los Angeles Lakers. While discussing his future, LeBron also took time to acknowledge the organization that has defined the past 8 years of his career. His message to the Los Angeles Lakers was filled with gratitude. "Shout out to my former team," James said. "I spent 8 great years with the Los Angeles Lakers. Those years produced unforgettable accomplishments." After signing with the Lakers in 2018, James helped convince the organization to acquire Anthony Davis in a blockbuster trade from the New Orleans Pelicans. For now, however, James remains focused on something much larger than free agency speculation. His priorities are legacy, leadership, family, and finishing one of basketball's greatest careers the right way. The rumors will continue. Fans will keep guessing. Analysts will debate every possible destination. But as LeBron himself reminded everyone during Fanatics FanFest, the next chapter isn't simply about choosing another jersey. It's about deciding where one of the greatest players in NBA history wants to leave his final and perhaps most lasting mark.